Yeah, Brad, winstrip in Ohio, please.
Thank you. One moment.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Transferring your call. You have a great day.
You too. God bless you.
Thank you. Same to you. Sure, how can I help you?
Who am I speaking with?
My name is Christopher.
Hey, Christopher. This is James Preston. How are you today?
Gotcha. I'm doing well, sir. How about yourself?
I'm not doing worth a damn. How can you do well, Christopher? Why, you got these pieces of garbage that's supposed to be working for us cutting your vote down, making till where you're insignificant, where you don't matter.
If you don't mind me asking, what would you be referring to?
Well, I'm referring to all the invaders that we have going on, and
Amounts of illegal immigrants.
yeah, it's beyond immigrants. This is an invasion 101. I mean, whenever you take somebody that's showing plain as day that they're in a military uniform, and then all of a sudden they're right up your ass, no, that's an invasion. Illegal immigrants, they sneak across and they go somewhere and they keep their head down. But whenever they're in plain sight and they're showing you pictures right off of their phone of themselves that's dressed in military uniform, that's called an invasion. And these Chinese that they're showing, they have money, so they land directly down whatever the name of that place is in a motel or hotel. They walk across the street and they get in an airplane, and then they fly just directly into our country, wherever they want to. And look, I'm going to tell you something. I'm extremely pissed off that Brad Winstrip and the rest of them that's sworn to protect us, which they failed miserably because of the COVID-19 garbage. But now we're having this on top of it. I mean, this is going to be the end of you and I, brother. And it's not if it happens. It's happened. It's already happened. And when I start seeing military people coming across the border blatantly right in front of our face, and they don't care about what you say or what I say. But here's what's really, really pissing me off, is that Brad Winstrip is allowing me to become insignificant. Now, we know that every one of these coming in are screaming, vote for Biden, vote for Biden. And this whole thing, have you happened to watch Muckraker? Have you seen that?
I don't believe I have, sir.
Oh, please write that down and look up Muckraker. That's of the two extremely heroic patriots that actually went down and took the whole entire trip to see what was going on with the quote unquote migrants, the invasion, because that's what it is. And what is that called? Weaponized immigration? Have you heard of weaponized immigration?
I have, yeah. I've heard of that, yes.
Okay, and do you know what that is?
I get the general idea of it, but if you want to add some more details, I'd happy to listen.
Well, I would really, really, it's exactly what it says. Weaponized immigration. It means that the sorry son of a bitches that think that they're more important than you or I or we the people, they're thinking that what they do is they'll use the insignificant little human beings, and they'll open up the borders to wherever, and they'll let them flood in to weaken your vote and my vote and all of my other fellow Americans' vote, so that we're what? Insignificant. We don't matter. Our property value is garbage. The taxes are way out of control and stuff. And you know what? That's the least of it. Because what are you going to do when it's a third world country and then you have Gestapo standing on right on top of your throat and they're the only ones that has a damn gun? I mean, this is stupid beyond, this is shit on a shingle. And what I want to know is, where's Brad at? Is he waiting out the rest of his term there or whatever? I mean, he sucked up all the money from us and stuff like, which we all know that the money is so unimportant what they get from we the people, because they get bought off and they make, I mean, how do you sign up for a job that pays you maybe $100,000 a year, and then you walk out of that job being worth millions, like old Nikki Haley? I mean, and you know what? They're not even bothering to cover this up good. Usually whenever a cat shits, it tries to attempt to cover it up, but I mean, they're not even trying to cover this up. They're just doing it blatantly right in front of our face. But what I want to know, now, see, Brad's still in there, and I'm glad he had a good run at it. I'm glad he got to fly the airplanes and have all of his glorious fun and all that stuff. But you know what? We ain't got time to pat nobody on the ass right now. I want to know, what are we doing? Because you ain't going to take my vote and turn it into shit. You ain't doing it. So what is he doing? What is he doing to fix this? What have we done to help Abbott down there? And you know what? Here's the thing. That's just one state. But do you know why that they choose Texas beyond the other states? Because, we got New Mexico and Arizona and that turd of a place called California. Actually, California is fine. It's not the land at all. And most of the people that live there are, fellow Americans. But you got Newsom out there that everybody knows, right in on it, that he's trying to squish you and I and the rest of our Americans so that our vote doesn't matter. But do you know why that they choose Texas?
Why is that, sir?
Well, you tell me. Why do you think? I'll see if you're actually listening or paying attention.
I mean, I know it has the longest border of all the other states, but apart from that, sir, I'm not entirely sure.
It's the shortest route.
Yeah.
The shortest distance between A and B is the shortest, the shortest distance, A and B. And that's what it is. So when they're taking this, look, it's not, look, until you watch Muckraker, I didn't really fully understand. But what's the brothers' names, Naomi? Reuben?
It's the Reuben brothers.
Reuben brothers. Yeah, I'm telling you, listen, I strongly encourage you to watch that. I mean, these guys are amazing. They went down and they actually made the track themselves. And they was held at gunpoint and captured and all that by the cartel. Did you know that?
Did they cross into the Mexico side?
Yes.
Interesting. Gotcha. Well, be sure to look that up, sir.
No. They didn't crawl. No. See, you're not following. They went all the way. They flew way the hell down in, where was that? South America? What?
And then they worked their way back.
Yes, and then they made the whole entire track. They got on the Mexican death train and all that stuff. And then when they was almost to the U.S. border in Mexico, that they had to pay $150 each to get smuggled into Mexico, so that they could get into Mexico and then eventually, sneak back into America. They just wanted to see, what would happen. Well, they had to pay a bunch of stuff, and they learned. Do you know? Here's a question for you: how much do you think each of those invaders are paying, each one of them, to get into the United States?
I'm not sure I know the exact number. I know it can vary from hundreds to thousands of dollars, and I can certainly say that it's making the cartels billions and billions of dollars.
Right, but that's okay. I mean, I don't understand. I don't hear the passion in your voice, which, I mean, I understand you're there and you're doing a job or whatever, and I hope that you're getting paid, and I hope you're getting paid well or whatever, because the cartel sure as hell getting paid. And we wouldn't want anybody doing anything for free just to stand up for this country. But there was a lot of blood and guts and death and everything else that happened in order to have this place that we call America. But is that what it's going to take? I mean, look, back the blue until it happens to you. Do you know what that means?
I don't believe I've ever heard that, sir.
Okay, back the blue until it happens to you. How do you feel about the policeman, the law enforcers? How do you feel about them?
Are you asking me, sir?
Yeah, personally, yeah.
I mean, we don't typically give our personal views, but I can certainly tell you I appreciate the police and support them, absolutely.
Yeah, when you can find a real police officer, myself included in that. But unfortunately, back the blue until it happens to you. If you ever really have to encounter a cop, a law enforcement agent, they're not nice. They're not good people. They don't give a shit about you if you're American or communist. They don't care. They hate each other. I mean, it's in their blood. They just hate everything. And whenever they put you in the cuffs and stuff like that, they don't treat you nicely. That's why it says back the blue till it happens to you. If you ever encounter a cop, that's why they say shut up. Don't talk to the cops. That needs to be reformed also. But we have a bigger issue right now than that. And that's an invasion. We have an invasion. And do you know that here's what I want you to do. I want you to watch Muckrakers and watch these two gentlemen that come up, because they actually show a Chinese dude, invader, that's at that motel that I was telling you about earlier, hotel, whatever it is. And he point blank tells them that there are plain clothes Chinese police officers in the United States of America. And they asked him point blank, they said, "Are you worried about those?" And he said, "Absolutely." But now here's the bigger picture again. Okay, it's not just about the Chinese are already here. They've done invaded us. But wait until you see the series and all this stuff that's coming into our country. Look, we don't know. We don't know. But we do know this. There's plenty of them here already that hate you and I. They hate you. That's not words just coming out of my mouth, brother. That's words coming out of their mouth. Look it up. Look it up. So I'm calling because, damn it, there's something got to be done. And I mean yesterday about this. This is ridiculous, man. It's scary ridiculous. How did we ever get here? How did we get here? What's Brad doing? I want him to get with old Dwayne up there and tell Dwayne to send some help down to the border. And I'm not just talking about for Abbott. I mean, really do something. Don't pretend or say that you're doing something. Go down there and put up some barbed wire or something. What are we, tell me this, ask I want to know. Yeah, matter of fact, don't ask him. Tell him that I want to know, we the people, and I got some other people too that'll call and tell you the same thing. But what are we doing with our National Guard that he can't send them down there? What are they doing? What are they up to? Are they feeding the invaders? And the whole thing with these Border Patrol agents, okay, when you hear about Border Patrol agents, what do you think of when you hear that?
I mean, I get the image in my head of a Border Patrol agent that, is stopping illegal immigrants when they come into the border and that kind of thing.
And then on what?
Well, unfortunately, due to the Biden policies, a lot of them get released into the country.
A lot of them.
Court dates,
All of them.
8-10 years down the road.
Yeah, I don't know of any of them that they're not bringing on in here. And to clarify, see, the Democrats are saying that Republicans are not allowing or not supporting, having the money for the new Border Patrol agents. But there's two definitions. If you take the definition for what you and I and every other sane American that I can think of, our definition of a border patrol is if they see somebody, they say, stop, turn around, go the other way. And if you don't, I'm going to arrest your ass and we're going to send your ass right back across this border, you know. But no, but if you add, but the Democrats, description would be that they are to cut any obstacle out of the way of the invasion and help the invaders to get through to make sure that they get their standard $3,000 and a free ride to wherever they want to. And let's make sure that they're healthy, so give them health care and everything else. Do you realize that they're wanting to have them to vote? And they have nothing, they have no history or anything of the United States. I mean, they clearly don't know what's going on. Because how can they be saying Biden, Biden, Biden when you and I and anybody with half a brain cell knows that Biden, Biden, Biden is a freaking idiot through and through. He's nothing but a damn puppet. He's been bought and paid for. As a matter of fact, I'm probably everybody's giving Biden way too much credit. He's brain dead. There's no way he can even make a decision on where to shit. Everybody else is making the decisions, and I'm telling you who it is. It's China and George Soros and all the rest of them that's got all the money. It's Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, whoever else it is. And who do you think owns the cartel? You don't think that the cartel is owned? That money stops at the top, brother. So what I want to know is, what is Brad doing to absolutely fight against this beast here that's trying to do something to me? I mean, I genuinely want to know, where's he at? What's he doing?
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I'd be happy to pass that along and get your response back on that.
Okay, so how do I find out where he's at? Because he won't call me. Heaven forbid that we, the people, would talk to the very one that runs around and they all kiss our ass whenever they're wanting us to vote. But then once they get in there, you never hear from them. All you can do is see them performing or making their little sketchy videos or something like that. No, and you know what? He's wanting to ride out the rest of his year or whatever and then retire in peace and everything. Well, sorry about your luck, brother, but I know people that died on the last day they was in the military fighting for this country. So until he's out, he's in. And I want to know genuinely, what the hell is he doing? And am I the only one?
No.
Well, I'd be happy to get you a response with, his views on the border, what he's doing right now to stop this, issue. I'd also be happy to see if one of our policy staffers would be able to chat with you for a couple minutes. Would that be something you'd be interested in?
Now, I'll tell you what. Listen, you're actually talking and acting like a genuine American. You better be careful there. Tell me your name again. Mr. Christopher. Hey, I really appreciate you. You hear me? I can tell. I think you understand exactly where I'm coming from, and I appreciate that. Because I'm not the only one. I mean, everybody that I've talked to, today, yesterday, and have been talking to, we're all feeling the same way, man. It's like, where are these representatives at? I don't have a leader. I only have one leader, and that's God. That's the only leader that I have. But I have representatives that's supposed to be representing, and I'm calling my representative to start representing me the way that we the people want to be represented. So, yeah, you know what? I would really greatly appreciate that, Christopher.
Yeah, I'd be happy to get your response on that. Not a problem at all, sir.
Yeah. So how long do I have to wait on that?
I am not entirely sure how long that will take. I don't really handle that. Typically, they take about a week or two. I can see where we are in the, in this response. I can
Oh, I'm positive you're right about that. Oh, I didn't even have to ask that because I already know I've got other brothers and sisters all across the nation here that I'm talking to and stuff on my channel. That I have people that's writing to me all the time, asking me what is happening and what our representatives and stuffs are doing, and I'm getting the information out there and I'm passing along the phone number and stuff so that they can chat at you guys directly. But I'm going to tell you something. I can't wait no week on this. I mean, can you tell Brad if you was to walk up and he said, "Hey, Christopher, I need you to get this done. I need it by tomorrow." Do you tell him, "Well, I'll get to it next week"? No. I need an answer. I mean, the severity of the situation is this. They're not going to trash my vote. They're not going to come into this country. I did not give them permission, and neither did any of my fellow Americans that I talk to on a daily basis. None of us are giving them permission to just walk into our country and start voting. They don't know what they're voting for or how to vote, and they're not going to do that. They don't have any skin in the game. They don't have any flesh and blood in this game. And this is no game at all. We're talking about people's lives. And you know what? Nobody's trashing the human beings. These are human beings that Biden, and we're blaming Biden. I mean, we know that it comes from George Soros and the rest of these sorry son of a bitches, but I am blaming Biden. That's why we have he's not my president, but this Putin, he jumped in this position and he wants all of the glory. Well, he didn't earn no glory, nor could he. But I'll tell you what he did. He created a freaking monster because he poked the bear. And we're awake now. What's that? I'm sorry.
I said absolutely created this mess at the southern border by not enforcing the laws that are on the books. It's really disappointing to see. But again, sir, I will make sure we get your response back as soon as we can. Did you want the email or a hard copy response?
I'd like both.
You'd like both. Gotcha,
yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, but again...
The hard copy obviously might take a little bit longer just because it's got to go through USPS, of course, but I'll be sure to expedite that for you.
Right. So, again, when am I going to be able to expect that answer? I mean, obviously you know when or where you can talk to him at. Is it going to be this evening? Or do you have to, go through channels and talk to somebody before you... Because here's the thing. He's supposed to be my representative, but yet... How can he represent me if he doesn't talk to me? Which me is we the people. How does that happen? Because I don't quite understand that.
Well, he doesn't do callbacks or anything like that, but we will get you a written response from the congressman himself, yes. As for the timetable, I would not be able to give you an exact date to expect it, but I can certainly say, within a couple... it's Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I would say early next week at the latest.
So when you say written response from the congressman himself, you mean a printout of something that they send to everybody? Not directly from him, just some printout that's been created to answer.
Rubber stamp.
Yeah.
No. You will get a personalized response to your specific comments and concerns. In this case, it would be about, the National Guard, what Governor DeWine is doing.
If he has the time to... If he has the time to write all these responses, how come he don't have the time to pick up a phone? Because wouldn't that be a lot easier? Just saying.
No, he didn't hear you. Repeat that for him.
I said if he has time to write out all these responses to all these questions, how come he can't pick up a phone? A phone would be quick, easier, and a lot less hassle. In my opinion,
I'm sure this is just how it's been going since I got to the office.
Christopher, listen, don't accept this, brother. Listen, let me tell you, I don't care if I step on your toes or not, because if you think this is about stepping on your toes, then you need to find someplace else to work or something. This dude is responsible for my vote being weakened, and I'm not having it. I'm not happy. I'm not even remotely close to being okay. I am beyond pissed. And what I want you to do is check out Muckraker and watch these guys. And after you watch it, I want to see if you still feel the same way as what you do right now. I'll bet you don't. I'll bet you don't. You know what? I'm tired of the lies and all that stuff. And, you know, all these guys have been laying up and taking our money and thieving and everything else is like the damn taxes that they said was going to be temporary. And then all these greedy sons of bitches, they just decided, oh, let's leave them in place for the people. They're dumb. They keep doing it. So let's keep doing it. Well, I'm going to tell you something. The people are not dumb. We're strong and we're generous. And that's why they've gotten away with this so far, but we're done with that. Now I'm telling you, help be the change here, Christopher. Help be the change, because it will change. I'm not the only one that feels this way, I promise you. I have people that I talk to every single day, and we're sick of it. We're sick of it. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to call back tomorrow and tell him that I'm looking forward to my answer when I call tomorrow. That's what you can tell him.
Okay, sir. Well, we appreciate your call.
Do you?
Absolutely, sir.
Now, when you say
From our constituents.
when you say that, who are you referring to? Who are you speaking about?
Congressman, as well as the office. It's the best way for the congressman to know, how his constituents are feeling about various issues, including this one. So we really appreciate you calling to share your concerns and your questions.
Yeah, so how do you feel about my call?
I'm not entirely sure what you mean.
Do you agree with my call?
Do I agree with...
Do you stand with me on this call? Do you stand? Have I said anything you
fix the border?
The whole thing? Do you disagree with anything that I've said?
Not necessarily, sir, no.
Thank you very much. Hey, you know what? I appreciate you. You hear me? Please find that out for me, because I'm going to call back tomorrow and get me an answer. So tell him to have me an answer for tomorrow. Thank you, Christopher.
Yep.
God bless you, brother. So, anyway, there you have it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels of all ages. Better not say that. Not squirrels, boys and girls. You know how pronouns and stuff got ridiculous. We got to stop this stuff. I got to hang up the phone. That's where I got to stop right now. There, I stopped it. So anyway, thank you guys for subscribing and stuff. I really can't stress it enough. If you guys get to a computer or whatever you got to do, or ask one of your loved ones or whatever to pull up Muckrakers on YouTube and watch what those two super brave Americans have done. That it is absolutely unbelievable what they did. They went all the way down. They make threat. Watch it. It's Muckrakers. How you spell that? Muckracer, I think it is. Anyway, those guys, Josh, and what's his brother's name? Anthony. Man, those guys are amazing. I mean, stupid amazing. And what a great job they did. It really clarified and shows how they're actually doing it, and how much that these invaders are being supported until even once they get here. Why wouldn't you want to show your face? If you was going to America, if you was going to the land of milk and honey, if that was always your dream to go to and stuff, why would you not want your face shown and be like, yeah, America? But no, and those poor individuals don't understand. They're saying, Biden. And they might as well be saying death to America when they say that. Because that's exactly what they're saying. Nobody in America likes Biden. So if you're an invader and you're even hoping, the worst thing you can do is be singing or chanting Biden. That's the worst thing you can be doing. So, anyway, still working for y'all out there. Everybody's got to pull together and do this, you know. If you can't make a trip, you know, jump on the phone there. 202. No, that's all right. Talk to me. 224-3121. And that's it. So it's 202 224 3121. Yep. Call. That's just a switchboard for DC. You call them up, and you know, if you don't know their name or whatever, it doesn't make any difference. You can call the switchboard. It's your switchboard. You call it and say, yes, I live in southern Ohio, and I'm not for sure who my representative is or whatever, if you've never done it before, and call them. And also, remember, you can call your governor directly or whatever, which I'm fixing to do, and I'm going to do it. This needs to be done. Look, they're taking our vote. It's not about weakening our vote. They're taking our vote. They're making it crap. They're making our worth as an American, you know, less than. That's what they think. It's not going to happen. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I think that America's got a big old can of whoop ass that's about to be opened up. And we better get to opening it. So, anyway, yeah, I'm going to end it here for right now, but we're staying at it until we get our country back in shape. So, I don't think we can make it another year. And why are we waiting for the Biden stupidity soap opera to play out? He shouldn't even have been in there. He's a put-in. I've talked to people today and almost every day that says the same thing. He wasn't elected in there. He's a put-in from China. And you know what? Here's the thing. It's sad that Trump knew that he couldn't make his stand and just stay where he was at, because the people wasn't awake then. That they wouldn't have understood. Now, I was awake. I understood. I wanted him to. But I understood why that he played it smart. That was a strategic move that he had to do, because we have to wake up. And if you ain't awake now, let me tell you something, your ass is in trouble. And that's word to your mama or your sister, your cousin. It don't make any difference. I'm telling you right now. The invaders are already here. They're here. And they haven't even begun yet. So, anyway, but neither have we. God bless America. God bless you and yours. I'm definitely praying for you. Please pray for us. Love you, Lord. Love you, boss. Peace out.